My name is Boris Karloff, and I've got a secret.
I've Got a Secret, starring Kelly Moore.
Well, thank you. Thank you very, very much, and welcome, friends, on a miserable, murky, unseasonably warm night in New York City, but we're here to have fun, so let's get at it. This is another edition of I've Got a Secret, a Snoopy sort of a game in which we reveal the awful truth about some very nice people just for fun. Now, tonight we have information about the private lives of some interesting folk, but before we go into their secrets, I would like to have you meet our panel. To begin with, there is Bill Cullen, and then there's Miss Jane Meadows, and Henry Morgan, and a young lady who, by the way, did a magnificent job last Monday night on Studio One. We were so proud, Faye Emerson. That is our panel. Wouldn't say it if I didn't mean it. Now, in just a moment, I'm going to introduce you to our first contestant with tonight's first secret. But right now, it's time for the Gary Moore Poetry Hour. Starlight, star bright, who is the star on our screen tonight? Thank you, sir. Now then, before we call on our first contestant panel tonight, we have some unfinished business, and this should teach you never to say anything on television that you don't mean. You might recall last week that Faye Emerson said that the earliest memory in her whole life was a memory of chewing on a piece of sugar cane down in her home state of Louisiana. And she asked if anybody in the audience had any to somebody send her a piece. Well, Faye, the great state of Louisiana has sent here this evening as their representative Mr. Paul Thomas. Mr. Thomas?
Cousin Faye, people of the great state of Louisiana, has chosen me to sneak up north and present to you this 40 pounds of Louisiana-grown sugar cane, grown near the town of Homer in Claiborne Parish in the good state of Louisiana. Louisiana is highly honored to be the leading sugar-producing state in the Union. And we are mighty proud to have produced a sugar like you, sugar.
Now, while if Faye is...
It's wonderful.
Thank you, gentlemen, very much. And everybody in the studio audience is going to get a chance to find out what sugar cane tastes like, because as you leave the theater this evening, the same gentlemen have seen to it that each of you will receive a small piece of sugar cane as you leave. I've also been asked to warn you, don't swallow it because it does something terrible. Just suck on it, okay? If you swallow it, we'll have all of you on next week. Your secret will be, I died. All right, now that we have all the pleasantries out of the way, let's welcome our first contestant on this evening's show. Will you come in, sir? Let's sit nice and close together, sir. And panel, I'm not going to... where are you from, sir? Where's your home?
Miami Beach, Florida.
Miami Beach, Florida. But I'm not going to tell you what his name is, because if you knew his name, it would undoubtedly help you toward his secret. So we're going to call him the usual Mr. X. Now, Mr. X, here's how we play the game. Each panelist will get 15 seconds of actual questioning time, and then he will hear this sound, and I will pay you $10 and turn the game over to the next questioner. Twice around the panel for a total loss of $80, and the game is over. Now, Mr. X, if you'll whisper your secret to me, the folks at home would like to know what it is. Fine, you have a rare touch. Now, to help classify this secret, panel, I will tell you it concerns something that he did, and we'll start with Jane Meadows.
Something you did, Mr. X. Did you do this more than once?
No, ma'am.
Is this something you might do again?
I doubt it.
Well, let's go back to the first question. Did he do this more than once?
Yes.
The general thing he has done more than once, but the specific thing, as was stated in the secret tonight, he only did once, and he will not do it again.
I see. I get the feeling, Mr. X, this is something you tried that didn't turn out too well. Is that right?
To the contrary, it turned out extraordinarily well.
What? It turned out
I say to the
extraordinary?
contrary, it turned out extraordinarily well.
It did. Did this get in the papers by any chance?
In the papers? No, ma'am.
It must have been in the papers. Sure. Excuse me just half a second. Oh. Today it would have.
Today it would have gotten in the
Yes.
papers. Would it have gotten in the sports section?
No, ma'am.
No?
No, ma'am.
You said you were from Florida, and you don't ever want to do this again. Is that right?
I didn't hear you. Sorry.
You're from Florida, am I
Yes,
right?
ma'am.
And it's something that you wouldn't do again?
No, ma'am.
Is it, by any chance, being from Florida, did you wrestle an alligator or anything like that? No?
No, that's not it.
No alligator involved.
All right, no alligators involved. $10 down and $70 to go. Henry Morgan, please.
There is just one thing, Mr. X. When Jane said, did it get in the papers, and Gary said today it would have, maybe we ought to establish when it happened. Did it happen within the last week?
No, sir.
No.
It happened more than 50 years ago.
No, sir.
No, it definitely did not happen. Definitely did not happen more than 50 years ago, Henry, and I think it's probably just as well that we don't pursue that line of questioning.
Well, all I was trying to do, just roughly is establish roughly when it happened.
Well, I don't think we have to establish when it happened, Henry. I don't think that's important to the secret.
Well, Gary, look, I don't want to get in a thing with you, but, I just come around once a week to play the game with the other kids. And, we get a little bitty time to ask a question, and I try to make the most of a little bitty time. And every time I ask you anything, the buzzer buzzes or something goes wrong, and I never get to find out a darn thing. So I thought if
You have a very poor friend on the buzzer, I'll tell you that. There's $20 gone and $60 to go. Faye Emerson.
All right, Gary, as you said that Mr. X's thing that happened, if it happened today, it would get in the papers. I will take up the cudgels for Henry and say, I would like to know when it happened. Did it happen more than 40 years ago?
No.
No.
Did it happen more than... Oh, dear, I'm afraid maybe it happened way ahead of that. Well, let's see. I better leave that alone.
you make a speech, you know it's going to happen.
Did it happen more than once?
More than 20?
I mean, this particular... Oh, I see, the general field.
More than once. No, this particular specific event only happened once.
Was it a happy occasion, sir?
Was it a happy thing,
smile
sir?
of joy to your face?
Oh, yes, indeed.
Yes.
Did everybody concerned think it was a happy occasion?
What's
Did everybody concerned think it was a happy occasion?
Oh, I think they're very elated.
See, that's a
very
sneaky way
delighted.
of finding out if other people were concerned in it.
Very true, yes.
There were other people concerned, I guess.
Yes, ma'am.
Were they of the same sex?
Pardon?
Were they of the same sex?
The two other people concerned were of the same sex, yes. True?
As you, sir.
What do you mean, no?
Wait a minute. Hold on.
I'm impossible. They gotta be. Unless they've rewritten the rules, I don't know.
No,
There were two people aside from the doctor. Me and my big fat mouth. Aside from my plumber friend here, there were two other people involved directly. All right, let's go. Who's up? I forgot.
I'm up.
Bill.
Boy, I got all the advantage.
All right, Bill, take a quick guess because I'm going to cut you off.
One of us, sir.
What's that?
Did you deliver anybody? I assume for the sake. Did you deliver any of the panel?
Yes, sir.
Did you? Was it one of the gentlemen?
No, sir.
Was it Jane?
No, sir.
Was it Faye?
Yes, sir.
C.O.D.
You can be...
Curious feeling. amazing.
You can be forgiven for not recognizing this gentleman. You were very young at the time. He was, at the time, practicing in Elizabeth, Louisiana.
That's right.
He is Dr. Harold Van Skate.
I know his name because my mother's told me many times about
Well,
it.
sir, according to Cavaliers, to you, and our thanks for Faye. All right, Faye, he wants to see you backstage after the show, if you
Yes,
don't mind.
indeed. I want to check
All
on
right.
your things.
Now then, may we have our next contestant, please? Will you come in? Hello, how are you? Good to see you. Hello. Good to see you. Good evening. Rather a large contestant we have here at this particular time. Now then, their secret also would be very much endangered if you knew what their names were, so instead of calling them Mr. X, I'm going to call them all Mr. Y. So, Misters or Messrs. Y, if you'll all whisper your secret to me, the folks at home would like to know what it is. All right. Faisy, this seems to be your night. We're going to start with you. While you're hot, we might as well stick with you. To classify this secret, I will tell you it concerns something that they did, these gentlemen.
Did they all do it together?
Did you all do it together?
No.
No.
Did you all do the same thing?
No, we generally, but specifically, no.
Well, did the five of you do whatever you did for different people?
Gee, that's almost an impossible question to answer, Faye.
No, I mean, did they all do the same? What they did they all do it for one person, or did you do, Mr. Y, for something for Henry and you, sir, something for Jane and you, sir?
Well, if I may answer this question, may I say that all five of these gentlemen did this for a large number of people.
Oh,
All right? You buy that answer, sir? That's right. All right, fine.
well, did you do that more than once?
That's right.
In his specific case, yes. Not all of them did it more than once. Now, there's $10 down and $70 to go. Bill Cullen, please.
Well, if you'll permit me 4 questions, can I have 4 questions? Is the gentleman on the left named Owens?
The gentleman down at this end named Owens? Yes, that's the gentleman's name, Mr. Owens.
And the gentleman next is named Button?
That's right.
And the other gentleman, Egan?
That's right.
I knew Colonel.
Now, wait a minute. Now, let's take it then a guess at the whole thing.
Olympic record hold title, Olympic champions.
All 5 of these gentlemen are Olympic champions. Yes. Well, it's just as well you did better in the games than you did here tonight, isn't it? We'd have been in bad shape. All 5 of these gentlemen are former Olympic champions. I'd like to reacquaint you with them now. We'll start, first of all, with a gentleman who in 1908 in London was the marathon champion of the Olympic, and by the way, the last American to ever win an Olympic marathon. Let's give a large greeting to Mr. Johnny Hayes. Nice to have you with us, sir. Now then, we go back to the year 1920 at the Olympic high jumping champion in Antwerp, Belgium, and at that time he established an Olympic record, Mr. Dick Landon. Mr. Landon, good to see you, sir. And now a gentleman who just so happens, quite coincidentally, is a neighbor of mine, and he was an Olympic champion on 3 occasions. In 1920, he was the Olympic boxing champion. In 1924, again, he was the Olympic boxing champion. And in 1932, and how's this for versatility, he was a member of the bobsledding team, Colonel Eddie Egan. Now we have to think back to Sam Moritz and the Oslo Games of 1948 and 1952, the figure skating champion of both 48 and 52, Mr. Dick Button. And, of course, one of the most fabulous figures that the Olympic Games have ever produced. If we go back now to Berlin, Germany, in the 1936 Games, and this gentleman became the holder of 4 gold championship medals, and he had 3 Olympic records. He broke 3 Olympic records, 2 of which still stand. He accomplished all of this in 1 week. Back in 1936, Mr. Jesse Owens. Here's the thing that thrills me. We're so happy to have all of you with us, but I remember back in 1936 when Jesse Owens made this fabulous, fabulous record by making 4 records in 1 week. Mr. Adolf Hitler refused to recognize the fact that Jesse Owens was the champion. Isn't that right, Jesse?
That's correct. I'm like Will Rogers. Much of it I know is what I read in the newspapers, but we did see him, and we weren't too friendly, I'll tell you that.
Well, I can say that all I can say about the whole thing is that, as you can see, Jesse Owens is still around, and we haven't heard from Mr. Hitler lately. Now, I think you also ought to know that the United States team is the only team that is sent to the Olympics that is not subsidized by the government. In every other case, the government of all these other countries pay for their teams. Our teams are sent, as they should be, by the people whom the teams represent. Takes money. We need some money. We would like very much to have you send us some. You may send them to the Olympic Games Committee at the Biltmore Hotel in New York City. The Olympic Games Committee at the Biltmore Hotel in New York City. Do that right tonight before you forget it. And gentlemen, we're very proud to have had you all with us, and thank you all very, very much. The Olympic champions. The program has kind of come full cycle tonight. We started some 2.5 years ago, and our first guest on our first program was a gentleman who is tonight our special guest. We started out as a summer replacement, and today we are television's #1 panel program. You know that? That's what the statistics say. So as a good luck charm, and for other special reasons, we have invited back a gentleman for whom we have the greatest respect, Mr. Boris Karloff. Well, boo.
And boo to you, sir.
Thank you very much. Panel, Mr. Karloff and I have deep, dark secrets. We want to discuss them with our friends out there, so if you will leave the premises and go out into the usual noise-proof chamber off stage, we will excuse you, we'll call you. And by the way, take your blindfolds with you and wear them back in. There'll be somebody to guide you when you come back in, but be sure you wear them back in. All right. I understand you just returned from abroad, Mr. Karloff.
That's right. I've been in Italy and I've been in London for about 15 months. And it was very good, but I'm delighted to be back here again.
Well, it's nice to have you back. Will you
Thank
tell
you.
us what your secret is about, sir?
Well, I'm a very unhappy man, Gary.
Why?
I'm so tired of being regarded just as a dreadful, horror, monstrous creature, when really I'm a very kindly soul.
Well, I'm sure that you are.
And I've been trying to devise some way in which I could make people like me.
Well, I like you.
Well, naturally, you want to finish the show, don't you?
Oh, yes. Yes. Then, sir, what do you plan?
I thought perhaps if I could devise some sort of a contest where I gave prizes to people, that might make them like me.
Oh, you mean like a jolly a master of ceremonies does on a quiz show?
Exactly.
That's why you picked the 4 ladies from the audience?
You've got it exactly.
I think our friends in the studio audience, well, just as they vouched for Cavaliers, will also vouch for the fact that we just picked out 4 people at random from the studio audience before the show started. True? True. All right. Now, let's get those 4 ladies out here, and you will explain to them and the audience at the same time what your contest is about.
Splendid.
All right, ladies, will you come on out here, please? Come out. All right, Mr. Karloff, now, if you will explain to these 4 delightful ladies what the contest is about.
Well, ladies, I will. I want you to come to my rescue in this contest. When I touch you like that, I want you to give vent to a most blood-curdling scream. And the one who gives the best scream gets the prize.
Oh, isn't this a jolly idea? A blood-curdling scream contest. All right, ladies, you have your cues, huh? All right, now, all be very quiet because the panel will not know you're here. They're going to be blindfolded. So, all right, let the panel in, please. Let them all come in, please. There will now be about 45 seconds of unfortunate silence while the panel finds their way back in because they're all blindfolded, and I wish you could see them. They're all backstage. They're going this way, each one with his hand on the other's shoulder, bumping into all the available furniture backstage and thinking the whole thing pretty idiotic, which, of course, it is. All right. Down this way. Well, I'm here, friends. Don't worry. Last time I saw a circus parade, it looked like this, only with elephants. All right, folks, go in and take your seats.
Take our seats. You can't find them.
No, Jane, you're in the wrong one. Next door, dear girl. That's it. All right. Now, all right, fine. Now then, Bill Cullen.
Yes, sir.
Bill Cullen, we'll start with you, and this concerns something that Mr. Karloff is doing.
Yeah. Mr. Karloff, sir, is this thing you're doing anything like the things you sometimes do in the movies? I mean, is it a menacing type thing? Oh, I see.
Possibly.
Mr. Karloff, that noise I heard, I think I heard a noise right before you answered. Did that have anything to do with your secret, sir?
Yes, it did.
You know, there's poor girls that take jobs in television. Are you doing something to a young lady every time I ask a question, Mr. Karloff?
What do you think? All right, there's $10 down and $70 to go. The answer to that is yes, Bill. And now we go on to Jane Meadows.
Well, are you likely to do anything to us when you get through with her?
It's quite possible.
The answer specifically, though, in terms of the question, the secret that we're playing is no, it does not involve the panel. So now we go to Henry Morgan, please. We've lost $20 and there's $60 to go. Henry?
Would I be interested in knowing who's doing the screaming? Is it somebody in show business?
Henry, let me say this, that, excuse me, sir.
You're starting up with me again. I asked you a civil question.
No, I want to correct a possibly false correction. I'm on your side this time, which is this, that specifically you do not, I mean, by name, you don't have to know who it is who is doing the screaming.
Oh, then I have to know what it is.
Yes, that would help.
Well, is it human?
The question is it human?
I think so.
$30 down and $50 to go, Faye Emerson.
It is a lady, I trust.
Faye?
Is this? I beg your
Faye?
pardon. Yes, sir?
I cannot let the answer go by that it is a lady.
Oh ho! Is it more than one lady?
I think it's a copy of ladies.
A copy of ladies. I've often wondered what you call a group of them.
Isn't it a gaggle?
A gaggle of ladies.
I think it's a gaggle.
No, it's a giggle of ladies. Panel.
It's a shriek of ladies.
Yeah. Will you unmask, because we've run out of time here, and I want to explain this to you. These four kindly and lovely volunteers from our studio audience are taking part in a contest, which has nothing to do with the game we were playing with you. Mr. Karloff was trying to see which one of the ladies had the best blood-curdling scream. Which one of the ladies would you say was the winner, sir?
Right over. Yes.
That being the case, then, we're going to give her 2 cartons of Cavaliers, and then one to each of the other ladies. And Mr. Karloff has a personal gift that he picked out himself. Well, you got 2, I'm sorry. Mr. Karloff has a personal gift for each of the other ladies. And will you move in here, please?
Yeah?
This is a bottle of perfume for each of you ladies. Mr. Karloff picked personally. Sir, what is the name of the perfume?
Well, curiously enough, it's called Shocking.
Shocking by Schiaparelli. And thank you very much, ladies, and Mr. Karloff.